Hello everybody and welcome to Smack the Markets Trading Room weekly market wrap for weekend in the 16th of November. Now this week has certainly been a week of volatility. It's been a week where the Brexit discussions and plans had come to a head, and also I think the sort of tensions within the UK government has also sort of come to a head with seeing a number of high profile resignations as well. Now that sort of news event that took place and dominated the sort of middle part of the week, unfortunately, it created a lot of volatility in the markets, a lot of news volatility, and ultimately the market structures that we look for our trading decisions were just not there. So it meant that the middle part of the week, there just wasn't too many opportunities for us. We did manage to capture a couple of trades, and they were at the very beginning of the week and also at the very end of the week. So let's go and take a look at the trades that we managed to capture in the trading room. So the first one here was gold. This was a swing short trade, and the idea of this was a number of techniques that we used here, but basically the last week we'd had a very bearish week here on gold. We took an opportunity when the market sort of broke below the previous week's low, and you can see this was also the previous day's candle as well. There was a structure point here around 112.10, and we waited for 112.10 to get broken, and then we were looking for a move down to 11200. Now, the setup that we got here was on the 30-minute chart. So here's our 112 level here. You can see the market sort of consolidation at this point. We then got another swing within the trend. We got a lower low, and then we got the pullback. And this was just a very tight consolidation here within the moving averages. Here's our very small bearish candles on the 30-minute time frame. Entry below the low, stop above the high, and we were looking to trade this down towards that 1200 area. So this is the result of the trade. Eventually what happened was the market sort of kind of drifted sideways here for a few hours before eventually picking up momentum and moving down. It sort of picked up momentum once the US markets opened, and it came down. We got just over 2% in this, and we closed it towards the end of the day. And the reason is it did continue down to our 1200 actually, but we had already been in this all day, and I didn't really want to leave this open overnight. So we'd already got just over 2% on the table, and this is a good time to take that and sleep comfortable at night. So we closed for about 2.25 on this trade. Now, the second trade that we took was right at the end of the week. This was on the Friday. This was a Swiss yen trade, just an intraday trade here, and just a straightforward one-to-one. Now, the market, we identified this opportunity during the market preparation right at the beginning of the day, but it took until around the middle of the day before the setup had matured and we got the trade entry. So the idea was that we were looking for a break of this level here, which is around 112,500. It's quite a significant level, not only here on the 4-hour time frame, but also on the daily and the weekly as well. So we're looking for a break of this level, and then a sort of a looking to trade this down towards two other structure levels that we had. One was 112.24 and the other was 11200. Now, if we come and take a look at the setup here on the intraday timeframes, which is on the 15-minute time frame, you can see the blue line here. This is our 112.500 level. You can see how many times the market sort of tested this here. There was also a nice pivot point here today too. So we had the breakout here, but there wasn't anywhere really to place a stop. The only sort of technical place was really up here behind the previous sort of low in the market, or lower high, I should say. And there wasn't really anywhere to sort of place a stop during this sort of move down. So what we waited for was the break and then to capture the pullback. And that's exactly what we did. So we waited for the break, caught the pullback into the moving averages. We took the first bearish candle here, stop above the high, and which was also above the breakout level, entry below the low, and with the idea to get a position if the trend should continue short. So this is exactly what happened. The market moved pretty quickly down to sort of first target. So this was the first target area here. The area down here where the market turned around was 112.20. So that's just underneath that 112.24 level that we were just talking about. So we just took a 1-to-1 on this trade because we hadn't had many trades this week, and certainly wanted to get paid, and I didn't want to leave this position open over the weekend as well. So over the course of the week, we managed to take 2 trades. We had 3.25% on the table. So not too bad considering the majority of the week wasn't ideal for our style of trading. So that's how we traded in the trading room. I certainly hope it helps, and I look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.